Hey everyone, it's been a while since I've done any videos for YouTube, but I've been hard practicing almost every day. Not quite every day, but you could see, man, this was from about a week and a half ago, and looking back at it, it is a disaster. I'm dropping the ball so high compared to how I do it now. I mean, there's still, oh man, look at that. I had a situation where the finger insert popped out and it just was rolling over the insert super slow. And so actually right now, I don't have any finger inserts because I had to remove the other one. And I bought some new ones off of bowling.com that I'm going to try and glue into the ball. But yeah, I've just been practicing so much and trying to improve so many things with my release. And I think the biggest problem right now is my arm just being so far away from my body during release and the ball being so outside of my head. And what I mean by that, for the folks who do know what they're talking about for bowling, is when the ball, it should be either straight underneath your head or to the left of it if you're a right-handed bowler. So basically, if you draw a straight vertical line from your head to the ground, it should either be under your head or to the left of it. That's what being inside of the ball is, and it's definitely the biggest problem I've had with my technique so far. The other thing I would have to say is my follow-through. My follow-through is super inconsistent. You can notice in these, sometimes it's okay, sometimes it just stops super abruptly. And the other one is my downswing. My arm is just so bent on the downswing. That's probably the biggest thing that I can probably fix right now, and has been happening as of my last practice session, which will be coming up as a video soon. And yeah, I've been really focusing on keeping that arm straight and the elbow basically as close to my body as possible, and the inside, like my elbow pit, to have that facing outward essentially, so that I can make sure I can get as much leverage in keeping my hand under the ball. Those seem to be the biggest things that I really have to focus on at the moment, is keeping the ball inside, keeping my elbow pointed inward with the pit facing outward to the next lane basically, and keeping my hand under the ball, and keeping my arm straight on the downswing. And so, yeah, you're just noticing here, I think with the downswing of the arm and the follow through, those are the things that I think are going to come together the best. Nice, I had a strike there. I think those are the things that I can focus on the easiest. As for getting that ball underneath or more inside of my head is definitely the hardest one, because it's such a fraction of a second to think of keeping my elbow close to my body. I don't know why it's been difficult, but I guess that's the hardest thing of comparing improving at a sport like bowling. Oh, you can see thankfully my arm was actually straight there, but yeah, it's just coming out so far away from my body. Is that with a musical instrument, because I play guitar and piano, is that if you want to get something down, is you could do it so slow as you want it, and you slowly speed up. But the thing with a sport is that you can't really slowly practice the downswing and keeping your arm straight, and that's definitely the hardest part for me as a beginner, is that I have to make these improvements in a window that's a fraction of a second, and I have to think of, oh, okay, make sure you're doing your approach correctly. Make sure your sliding foot is going this direction. Make sure your arm is straight on the downswing. Make sure your ball is underneath your head. It's crazy, but video's done. I'll see you guys in the next one.